More carpet's going in the basement, but it's not going on the floor. This is heavy. Hi. Well, here we are, the last part of this basement makeover. If you're new here, my name is Marcel. If you have been following along from the beginning, you know that we started with the sad, cold, unfinished basement, but we're finally at the place, almost 100% there, to that 1970s dream space that my boyfriend Ben and I were going for. In the last video, I built the bar, which we totally love, but now it's time to make the rest of the bar area cute. I'm covering the feature wall behind the bar in carpet, which I'm totally stoked about. And then I'm going to be adding in a shelving unit and some other cute accessories and artwork, so I'm excited. I'm kind of bummed because this is the last time I'm going to be filming in front of this panel wall for a while because I don't really have anything else to do down here, so it's a big moment. It's a good thing, don't get me wrong, but I do love filming in front of these panels. I mean, look at this color story. Anyway, the first thing I need to do is measure out the walls so I can get the dimensions for the carpet, so let's get to it.
Let's go.
I've been looking at a bunch of different stores the last couple weeks trying to find the perfect shade of brown carpet, and Lowe's seems to have the best options, so that's where I'm headed to put in the order. I only need 8 feet by 10 feet to cover the wall, so I'm hoping it's not super expensive, but of course the one I like is on the higher end, so we'll see. I feel like carpet is so expensive, which I think is kind of weird because, like, does anybody even want carpet anymore? I don't know.
No.
Anyway, luckily I just have to buy the roll of carpet. I don't have to buy like padding and everything else, so I'm hoping I'll save some money there. I had to order way more than I wanted because their minimum for cuts was 12 feet. Total trash. Just kidding, it's fine. It's going to take about a week for the order to come in, so in the meantime, I'm going to make the hidden door for the closet that's similar to the one that I made for the panel wall. I guess this is the basement hidden doors, but I really want this carpet wall to shine, and I don't want a door in the middle of it to mess it up. I'm not going to go into too much detail here about how I do it since I recently made one, but I'll put a link to the video in the description box, and I'll probably also put it up here somewhere, so if you want to learn more about it, you should definitely check it out. Coming at you from inside the closet. It's not the first time I've been here.
What?
I want to talk about an eyesore that's been bothering me for a while now, and that is this breaker box. I can't permanently cover it because we're definitely going to have to access it sometimes, but I still want to hide it, so I'm going to cover it with a piece of art. I did this in every apartment that I lived in Brooklyn because there was always a visible breaker box somewhere, so it's an easy fix. I do have to put a little piece of 1x4 so that way the poster has something to hang on, but you usually can just put a screw in the wall and you'd be done. Anyway, this is just a little trick you can use if you want to hide an ugly breaker box. I just picked up the carpet and it is gigantor. I didn't know what to expect, but it is way bigger than what I thought. I didn't attach the bar to the wall yet because I knew that I was going to have to move it so I would have a little space to work to install the carpet. So once I move her out of the way, I'm going to measure the wall one more time to make sure I have the exact numbers between the door and the floor and the ceiling and everything else. My goal is to make this one big piece to avoid a bunch of seams and just have the one hole cut out for the hidden door. These cuts have to be perfect, so I'm going to jot all my notes down in my little notebook, and then we're going to lay this thing out in the driveway and do it all outside. I don't know what to do with my hands. All right, everything's measured and marked. It's time to do the cuts. Hi. All right, the carpet's cut, so it should be good to go. I put some carpet tape along the edges to help hold it in place while we're hanging it, but I'm hoping that it'll help keep it from fraying if that's even a thing. This is definitely a two-person job, so I'm making Ben help me with this as well. I'm going to be attaching the carpet with my cordless staple gun. I'm putting the staples in the studs so that way it won't fall down. I used a stud finder for this, and I marked on the ceiling and the floor with some painter's tape exactly where the studs are, so that way I know where to put the staples once the carpet's up. This is it though, the moment of truth to see if all my measurements and cuts were good. This isn't even done yet, and I'm already so into it. It's like a giant teddy bear on the wall. Super warm and cozy. Warm and cozy. We did end up having to cut it in half above the door frame because it was just too big to handle as one giant piece. You can't see the seam though, so no one will know, unless they watch this video. I'm just relieved that everything worked out like it should. I was imagining all the potential problems that could have happened while I was cutting it, but none of them did. Anyway, it's time to put up the door, so I'm going to attach the piano hinges and do the same thing with the carpet and the staple gun, and then it'll be ready to go. Okay, the carpet wall is up. I frickin' love it. So now I can install the swag lamp. I was waiting to do this until the carpet was actually installed because I didn't want to hang it too close to the wall and have it like smushed up against the carpet or something. Those two pieces of painter's tape have been up on the wall since I hung the ceiling tiles because I needed to mark exactly where the studs were to hang my hooks. So I'm really happy because today they finally come down. You're gonna be so sick of me saying this, but I love this carpet wall.
10 out of 10. Yup.
Anyway, I just put the shelving unit in its proper spot. I bought it months ago while it was on sale, and it's just been sitting in its box, so I finally put it together. Now the next thing is to fill the shelves. I have a couple sets of glasses and a couple things I want to put on there, but it's definitely not enough. One of my besties, Ash, bought these really cute vintage glasses for us that are perfect for the vibe, so I want to get a few more sets that will go with those. I'm going to take Ben with me to one of my favorite antique stores here in town called Antiques on Pierce. I've definitely mentioned them a couple times in my previous videos. They have a really good selection and it's always curated really well, so I know they're going to have what we need. Well, we definitely bought more than glasses, but it all goes with the vibe, so totally worth it.
Totally worth it.
Totally. What's the favorite thing that we got?
The wall hanging, for sure.
Yeah, I like the wall hanging too. It's like unique, and I wish there was maybe one or two more, but I think it's good.
One or two more what?
The wall hangers, so that it was more like a grouping.
Yeah.
But one is good. One's good. I am going to be adding a James burial lamp to the shelving unit because his work is dope. If you haven't seen it before, I'll put his Instagram on the screen so you can check it out. And yeah, I think that's it. So we're going to head home and I'm going to get to it. I put out a little thing letting you guys know that the mirrors that I ordered were damaged, so that's why this video's late. And it was probably 2 weeks ago by the time this video comes out. But the new ones have arrived, they're all good, and I just hung them, so it's time to take a look back at how far this basement has come. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think the basement's done. I'm legit obsessed with the carpet wall. It makes it feel so warm and cozy. I also really like how all the brass accents complement the wood bar. But I want to hear what you think about it, so let me know in the comments, or if you have any questions, you can also leave them there. But yeah, now that the basement's done, I'm finally going to get outside to work on the garage. It's looked like a giant turd since we moved in with the brown paint, so it's definitely in need of an update. I will be working on the stairwell that leads to the basement, but I want to get a little sunshine before it gets cold. Anyway, if you were into this video, I would love if you hit that little like button. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch. I hope you like it, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Jane.